Hey guys, this is Dimitri with stellarbuilt. In this video, we're going to be talking about our top 5 of pros and cons on this brand new 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro. Hi horses.
Wanted to make sure you guys weren't monsters.
Yeah. Nice day ride.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We're super excited about this truck because it's brand new, guys. A lot of the vehicles we work on are mid-2000s. You know, we've got some older Toyotas, old school stuff, 90s, sometimes even 80s. We do plenty of stuff with late models as well, but this truck is brand new. Picked this up from Auburn Toyota with essentially 0 miles on it. This particular video is not a comprehensive review. We're not gonna go into all the details and what this truck is all about and all the specs and all that. We're not gonna cover like all the interior bits and pieces, exterior and all that stuff. We're gonna talk about our 5 pros and cons. All right, number 1, first and foremost, why we got this truck is because of its styling. I'm absolutely in love with the new model. This thing looks so good, and particularly the TRD Pro. With TRD Pro, you get these really cool looking headlights, LED underbrow. It's got a TRD Pro light at the bottom. This is what makes this truck unique. Being a TRD Pro model, a lot of the accent features are blacked out. So you got big, beautiful fenders are sticking out. Now these are wider. This is something that comes on only at TRD Pro models. The TRD Off-Road and some of the other models, they're a little bit narrow, but these things are wide. They cover the wheel really nice, and I think it's gonna go really well once you start modifying and adding big tires on this thing. It just has so many cool little details, like it's got a really sporty TRD Pro hood. It's got a nice detail here with the TRD Pro badge. Everything's blacked out. You got the blacked out trim, blacked out handles, blacked out roof rack. Everything just flows really well. Now the taillights are really cool. So this stamp right here, I mean, this is also only made on the TRD Pro models, and I love it. I think it looks really cool. You know, this is definitely my number 1 thing that kind of set it apart from all other models. I mean, we're looking at Tacomas, we're looking at GXs, and you know, considering we got rid of our Moscow Mule, which is more of a crawler, but it was a 4Runner. This was the best next choice to get into. It was a TRD Pro 4Runner. Something to point out, this is a new color for Toyota called Mud Bath, and I love the way this thing looks and the reflection on it, especially in the sun. It's got a really fine sparkle to it, but off to the side, it's got this brownish, tannish vibe. So I think it's a color that's like really modification friendly because you can run all sorts of wheels with different colors in this thing, and it's gonna work really well with this set. Number 2, what we like about this car is the interior. Particularly the ergonomics interior work really well, and it's all relative. You know, we compare it to all sorts of different models, mostly Toyotas that we have here at the shop, and I think Toyota really nailed it with this interior. First and foremost, the seat is just so comfortable, and now this is the TRD Pro seat. This thing holds you in really nice, and I believe the seat is similar to the TRD for off-road models or maybe some of the 4Runner models, but once you get in this thing, you feel nice and tight, especially as the trailer kind of throws you around if you're kind of zipping around in the city, or, you know, on-ramp, off-ramps, and this thing really kind of puts it together for you. Now, moving on, another feature that I really like is this armrest here. Now, this is not specific to TRD Pro. All Toyota 4Runners have this, but as you drive along, it's just nice to have this shelf here just to put your arm, hang out, you know, go in deep thought. I mean, it's just comfortable to have this here. This is a common thing as you drive. You know, you're holding your steering wheel, you're letting your arm rest. This was nice, so thank you Toyota for putting that together. Another notable feature is the fact that this truck has plenty of storage room. Now, we have a 200 series, our corporate cruiser, and even comparing it to that, which is a bigger vehicle, the 4Runner has so much more room, starting with the cup holders. Plenty of space here for cups or whatever else you want to put in here. You got a big pocket in the front here is for your cell phones, wallets, or whatever else, and as well as a big pocket off to the side with some charging connections here, as well as USBs and all that. So this is a nice feature. Everything has a MOLLE. This whole truck has got MOLLE panels all around. You got a big MOLLE panel on the door with a pocket, another MOLLE panel built into the door itself with more cup holders, more pockets. You got a nice shelf storage area here. You got your glove compartment, you got your armrest. I mean, this thing has got a bunch of little nooks and crannies where you can put all your gear. Toyota definitely lets you know that this is a Pro model. They inserted red all throughout the interior. You got red on the lettering here. You got a red shifter here. You got a big, huge TRD badge pointing right at you. You got a steering wheel stitching on top. You got a red button here. Everything is red stitching on the seats. Now, if you look closely, the seats got this really cool camo underlayment underneath, which looks really nice. And moving along, you got the TRD Pro lettering on the doors with more red stitching. Now, those are the details that set this truck apart from other models. That makes it really special, unique. All right, number 3, in this TRD Pro model, Toyota gave you a 9.5-inch rear differential. Now, 9.5 inch, that's the size that you typically find under a full-size Land Cruiser, and no different than this thing as well. So this is really nice. I mean, what that means is, yeah, you have a lot more stronger parts. This is a much more powerful hybrid turbocharged motor, so it's matched and paired really well with this new rear diff. 32 spline shafts. Again, this is so much more beef. It's so much better than what we had before. Before it was just an 8.2. It wasn't necessarily a bad differential, but it's much weaker and smaller differential. So 9.5 inch is a major upgrade considering this is a mid-size SUV. What that means in the trail is when you have a 9.5 inch diff, you have less chances of breaking the ring and pinion here. Now, 8 inch is what you typically would find in the mid-2000s at 4Runners, and they had a common problem. As you get on it, as you get after it on the trail, they just blow out. They just can't handle it. So having 9.5 strength is definitely a huge plus. All right, the fourth thing we like about this truck is the fact that it has a really nice suspension system out of the box. So if you're not planning on modifying this thing, or if you're doing like a really mild spacer lift or something, this suspension gets it, man. It rides really nice, and like sending it through the desert, going over rough terrain, like a little bit of rock crawling, like out of the box, suspension really doesn't need much. So when somebody tells you like you have to replace, get something new, with the TRD Pro, the Fox suspension just works really nice. So we're probably gonna hang on to this thing for a while, and maybe eventually swap it out with some Kings or Dobinsons, but I'm really impressed with it, man. Like driving this thing, hucking into corners, like it just eats it up so well, soaks everything up. Now this suspension is not just like a gimmicky thing Toyota included just to make it seem like it's got something fancy under there. Like this thing is nice. This suspension works. It's proven. I mean, they've been making this this setup in these trucks for well over a decade. Like it's tuned for everyday use. You drive this thing in kind of streets, it feels pretty good. You check this out in the trail. I mean, I didn't have to get out and you have to adjust anything. Just out of the box, it just works, and it's pretty comfortable. I mean, you as a passenger, like, do you feel pretty good, right? It's not too bumpy. Okay. It's not too soft. I mean, it's tuned just right. So all that time and energy Toyota is spending with all them engineers, with Fox and all the testing that they do, I think it's paying off, at least in this model. Okay, pro number 5 is the fact that this truck has incredible power. It's not neck snapping fast, but it's much better than what it had before. This engine has an iForce Max power plant, which puts out 326 horsepower and 465 foot-pounds of torque, which is more than enough to scoot this thing forward or add any trouble that you're in. I mean, this thing is pretty exhilarating. Like it's fun to drive. And now this truck also has a sport mode, which kind of makes things even more fun. Let's try that out actually. Engaged. Yeah, it's got really good pickup, especially going uphill. I mean, when the 4.0 would usually bog down, even kind of in its stock form. This thing just keeps on going. The turbos are spooling, and it's really nice. Now, I wheel a couple of trucks that have larger tires, and the iForce Max motor, considering that it's all electric when you're going before, let's say, 2-3 miles an hour, it puts down power pretty well. So it allows you to crawl really smooth, and overall, like, the power delivery is really nice. All right, well, we talked about the pros, and there's definitely a bunch of them. Let's talk about the cons. So first and foremost, from driver's perspective, the first con is the fact that this got a bouncy hood. Now, when you drive, you got this big sport hood right in front of you. It kind of bulges out, and I cannot help but notice the fact that the hood constantly jumps. Oh, any imperfection on the road, especially off-road, this thing is constantly bouncing up and down. I'm not sure how good the camera can pick this up, but all the reflection, everything just kind of gives you a feeling that the thing is just loose. So I wish Toyota did a better job on building a structurally bound hood. Yeah, this thing is jumping all over the place. Likely that could have been because they're trying to save weight on materials. They're trying to maybe save some money on some of the materials and the structure and all that. But from a driver's perspective, it's not a good look. The fact that you're constantly being forced to watch this bouncing hood. All right, con number 2 comes on the back end. Now, Toyota's definitely saving a little bit of money. They're maybe saving a little bit of weight, trying to keep this thing fuel efficient, but come on guys, you guys could have done a better job on keeping some of these components stronger. Now, check this out. Come on, what is this? Like, are you kidding me? Like, this, for a truck that's $70,000, this is how this thing flims around.
But do you actually hear it flimming around?
No, it doesn't bounce around. It doesn't really affect it while it's driving, but you know, anywhere you would touch, you would expect it to be like nice and stiff and strong. But I was just leaning on the other day. I'm like, what the heck? This thing is just barely hanging on to this thing. So I don't know, it's just a little questionable. So another part of this con is the rear bumper, and particularly its flimsiness as well. So like, you push this thing again. I was just leaning here the other day, and like the whole thing just floats and moves around. And I'm not exaggerating, guys. If you see a 6th Gen 4Runner come up to it and just push in, like, this thing is just feels like paper. All right, con number 3, guys. This one is small, but it drives me crazy, is the fact that Toyota did not give you an additional trip meter. What you see here is what you get. We got our mileage. We only put 1,300 miles in this car. They give you no option to set another trip meter. So I personally like to have a couple of them. You know, I have one for oil changes, for trips that I take. You know, if I'm going somewhere, I just know, like, just watching my fuel economy or whatever. None of that stuff. There is an option to reset your fuel economy within the display here, but you don't have anything that's like a quick button on the side. None of these options offer it. There's nothing here. There's nothing in the steering wheel. So I tried, I looked in the manual, I could not find it. If any of you guys know where it's at, maybe you can write down in the comments, but so far the total miles is all that you get. You go into car, trip information, you have your range, you have your history, which are your fuel economy, but that's it. That's all you get. There's nothing else that lets you just reset your trip. What's up? All right, con number 4, and it has to do with the center console here. Toyota only gives you an option is to have wireless CarPlay. So once you have it all hooked up, it's all good. Your maps are working, everything is nice, the sound sounds great, but the system is super laggy. So if you're playing something on your phone, if you're playing music, it is laggy. It does not match what's coming out of the speakers here. So I wish Toyota gave me an option to hook up CarPlay through the wire. It's a small bug, but it kind of drives me up the wall. So other makes, you know, we have a Super Duty in the shop, we have a Lankers, we have all these other Tacomas and all that, and all of them give you an option when you plug in your wire, you have direct connection to your screen, where with this thing, with its CarPlay, is just laggy, it runs a little behind. So that is definitely a con.
I think that's just the nature of Bluetooth.
Well, for sure, and I'm okay with if there was an option to plug in, but they don't. Whether you're plugging it in or have it unplugged, it doesn't make any difference. You don't give an option when you have it plugged in and have it directly connected to the screen.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. All right, con number 5. When you're on the highway, you're doing your thing, you go through all the gears, you're taking off, first, second, third, fourth, 8th gear, and you're nice and happy. This really annoying, overwhelming, in my opinion, drone begins to set in. And I don't know if it's being a TRD Pro model, being like a sportier exhaust or not, but when you're just chugging along, cruising 65 miles an hour, you get this really bassy kind of just overwhelming drone just hovers above your head. Kind of wish Toyota spent a little bit more time on figuring that out, putting some more resonators on, doing whatever, but changing that drone, because in my opinion, I think it's a little too much, and it's just simply annoying. Being a turbocharged motor, you know, being fuel efficient and all that, you know, your RPMs hover slightly above 1,000 RPM. and that rumble just drones and drones, and that kind of just gets old really fast. See, you can hear it. Slightly above 1,000 RPM, partial throttle, and you're just cruising 60 miles an hour, and it just eats away at you. There's nothing you can really do about it.
It's almost like you drive one of those big rigs.
Yeah, it's like a J brake coming in, but reverse. More quieter, but it's there. All right, that pretty much wraps it up for this video, guys. This is the 5 things that we liked about the truck, as well as 5 things that we didn't. So if there's anything that we missed or anything that you found interesting, let us know in the comments below. We'll love to address it in the future videos on this truck. Now, don't forget, according to our stats, there's only 13% of you guys that follow our channel. So if this is the content that you like, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you guys later.